We had a neat opportunity, a good experience here. We have he's actually, for full disclosure, this is my cousin as well. So I only do business with family, of course.
Yeah, but is the reverse true?
No, I'm just kidding, yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
So Robert Alm's here with us. His wife, Carissa, is home with the beautiful little baby girls, and I'm sure enjoying a nice Saturday.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they're listening to the radio right now.
In their new fancy house.
Yep, great house. We've been in there for about 15 months now.
That's cool. Yeah, Robert has a unique story. I mean, these guys went back when Robert and Chris actually met way back when. We actually helped him sell his first house and her first house, put them in a house that they just sold. And then now, as the family's growing, we decided, hey, these guys are going to go out in the marketplace and upgrade, take advantage of the good interest rates. And I think you guys had a certain city. You wanted Maple Grove, and you wanted certain schools. And
yeah, that's correct. We wanted to get out into the Osseo School District. We really liked that area. We liked the neighborhood. We got in exactly where we wanted to be. We're very happy with what we have right now. The house is perfectly sized. I never realized how much room two little girls could take up, but they do take up a lot. And a 1950s house in my old city just wasn't working anymore, so we needed to move up to a bigger house with bigger closets and more space.
Here's the thing. I brought you in here because you guys are unique. You guys actually went out there when we started this whole process, and we wanted to find the perfect house first. And so we actually had the luxury of, we hooked you guys up with Justin here, Justin with WJ Bradley. Good morning, Justin.
How are you, Andy?
Good. And we sat down and we talked about the financing, which I think is super important with you guys when you start this process. Would you not agree, Robert?
Oh, it was very important, just to keep kind of the stress off of our, because we still had to go through our daily routines and everything, that we didn't need one more stress on top of us. So it was really nice to work through the whole process up front.
So you guys sat down, and then Justin helped you guys make the decision that you were capable of purchasing without having to sell first, which took a lot of pressure off, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. That definitely helped us a lot, and it kind of gave us a good ability to start looking at houses online, on your website and things like that, and going out looking, knowing exactly what we could afford. And
when that good deal finally came along, we actually just nabbed it up. I mean, it was a beautiful property, lots of square footage, and it was a distressed property. So we had a few things that we were going to upgrade, which actually brings Andy Lindis into the story. Mm-hmm. So after we purchased that house, you guys moved in, and the money that you saved, you had the opportunity to do some fun stuff. Why don't you talk about what you guys have done?
Yeah, we've done a few things, but one of the things that we really wanted to do was get new windows. The windows that we had were in decent shape, but it was going to take a lot of work to upkeep them and things like that, and we really wanted to have new windows.
So Robert calls you guys, and he's got a budget. He's got certain. I mean, how does it start? Where do the people listening that have done similar things, where do they get started?
Well, the first step is getting an estimate. And I think it was my cousin Rick Lindis that went out to your house and gave you the estimate, and just kind of work within their budget and go from there. And we didn't replace every single window in this house.
That's correct.
There were some that we refurbished, and we try to work with the homeowner to just replace exactly what they need. Almost every single project we do, it's piecemeal. We do so many job 2s, job 3s, job 4s with the fifth time out there. A lot of times on window projects, there's going to be 7 different years where we're replacing windows. We know no one really replaces all 35 windows at one time, and we didn't do it on this house. And we actually refurbished some of his old ones to get by, and then matched up the trim and stuff, so it worked out nice.
Well, so Robert, tell us about your experience. I mean, a lot of people, they have good experiences, and a lot of people have bad experiences, and it sounds like you had a pretty good one.
Yeah, we had a very good one. They came in, like Rick came in and gave us the whole, lack of a better word here, the spiel for what we wanted and things like that, and he did a great job. It wasn't like we had to do it or something like that. And he really worked well with us about what we had to replace and what didn't have to be replaced.
Sure.
And, they came in, they did great work. It was all clean,
So what was the, of course we're all here, so this is going to sound funny, but what was the determining factor that made you select them for the company that you were going to work with?
I think a lot of it had to do with they could do it in our budget. I think that's a lot of it had to do with that. They could do it within our budget. They were going to replace the trim work. It wasn't just hey, we're going to throw some windows in and get out of the way.
Right.
They went in, they rewrapped all the windows. They did a great job, and that's part of their selling point was that they were going to do all those things. So they did a really good job with that.
Yep. I think what he's alluding to, they're almost all, the vast majority of windows that get replaced in homes are replacement windows. It means that they're just taking the sashes out, putting a new window in, you actually lose glass space. 99% of the windows that we install are full frame installation. So you're removing siding on the outside of the home. You're getting down to the nail fin. You're getting down to the bare frame of the window, putting that in, doing all the air intrusion and water management, and then redoing the trim on the inside. So it really is a new window, not just a fix. You know?
Right.
And it's going to be much more energy efficient and much nicer to look at.